This video is going to look at how we produce robust code in the form of a length check. So a length check is a piece of code which will, when you've entered in a value, it will perform a check to see whether it meets a certain length or not. So for instance, if I'm typing in somebody's name as an example, we can probably summarize that most names on the planet are probably less than 30 characters. So we might have like a length check to say, hey, you know what, enter a name in, but it can't be longer than this amount of characters. Lots of sort of like examples where you might use something like this in programming. So we're going to have a variable called a, and we're going to have an input. And that input is going to be enter a name less than 10 characters. Okay, now we can combine this with other validation rules, but for now we're just going to do this on the length of it. So we're going to say while a is greater than, then length, and then we're going to put in a. So hang on a second, while len a is greater than 10, then we're going to say name has to be 2 characters or less. Try again. And then just because I like to show that we've got something to show that the program is finished outside the loop, we're going to have a variable called we've moved, a string called we've moved on output to the screen. So this bit of code here is really the key thing here, this length function, which will take whatever we've typed in and it'll return how many characters there are. So if we run this, and if I type in a really simple name, it's going to work nicely. If I enter in a name that's kind of like somewhere in the middle, so that's like 6 characters long, it's going to be fine with that. But then if I enter like a longer piece of text in, so let's say I enter in like a full name, it's going to tell me the name has to be 10 characters or less. So I can keep on typing in more than 10 characters, but it's going to keep on telling me that I need to type in something less than 10 characters. Now what you'll notice is that I typed in nothing on that last one and it says it's moved on because it's only saying it's got to be less than 10 characters. So if we wanted it to be between 0 and 10 characters, what we could say, while len a is greater than 10, well, you could have a go at doing this, and len a is less than 1. Let's put those in brackets. Should find this now. Stops that from happening as well. And then a equals, let's change that to 0. See, mate, should be an all. Some of you are probably screaming that at me. There we go. That's fine. We're all sorted.